Hello and welcome to College Sport Check Basketball for this Saturday, December 10th. And here we are with the scores from Friday with the College Sport Check Basketball scoreboard. Just a handful of games. The Navy defeating Columbia yesterday 69-54. Harvard over Boston College 65-63. Brown over Emerson 90-58. Wake Forest defeats North Carolina Greensboro 78-75. Number 10 Creighton over Longwood 113-58. A&M Corpus Christi over St. Mary's Texas 77-67. Florida Gulf Coast over Siena 73-69. Grambling defeats Selma 103-53. Minnesota over Georgia Southern 86-49. UC Irvine over Pomona Pitzer 80-53. All right, now taking a look what's going on for today. Today's schedule for Saturday. All right, starting at let's see here. What we got here? Friday. Oh, here we go. All right, so 11:30 we had one game, Temple and DePaul, so it's about 12:15. So that game's probably still going on. That's on ESPNU. That game from the American Airline Arena, home of the Miami Marlins. 8 games for 8 o'clock today. It's going to be Arizona and Missouri on ESPN. And then we have St. Peter's and Maryland on the Big Ten Network. Cleveland State and Purdue on ESPN3. Boston University takes on Syracuse on the ACC Network. Villanova and Notre Dame on CBS. Alabama, Birmingham, and Memphis on ESPN3. Detroit, Mercy, and Bowling Green, ESPN3. Massachusetts and Providence, that game on FS1. At 1 o'clock today, it's going to be James Madison and Western Michigan on ESPN3. And then Rhode Island takes on Houston at 1:30 on ESPNU. 14 games for 2 o'clock today. It's going to be Wisconsin and Marquette on FS1, Tennessee Tech and Michigan State on the Big Ten Network, Texas Southern and Louisville on the ACC Network. All right, also we got Princeton taking on now. All these games are on ESPN3. Here's the rest still for 2 o'clock. Princeton taking on Liberty, Coppin State and Buffalo, Eastern Kentucky, Ball State, Ohio, and Iona. St. Francis of Brooklyn and Canisius, Sam Houston State and Southern Illinois, George Mason and Penn. LaSalle and Georgetown, that's on ESPN2, and that wraps up the 2 o'clock games. No. 3 more games for 2 o'clock right here. Also ESPN3, Loyola Maryland and Binghamton, Virginia Weiss, South Carolina Upstate, Georgia Southern, and Georgia State. 2:30, Penn State takes on Pittsburgh on CBS Sports Network. 3 o'clock, we have Eastern Illinois and Western Illinois, Tennessee Martin and Illinois State, Austin and Lamar. Those on ESPN3. 3:05, Jackson State and Drake. 3:30, IUPUI and Miami of Ohio. Those games also on ESPN3. And then 6 games for 4 o'clock. Houston Baptist takes on Indiana, Mercer and Clemson. Those 2 games on the ACC. Actually, Houston Baptist, Indiana, Big Ten Network. Then has Mercer taking on Clemson, Tennessee State, and North Carolina State. Those 2 games on the ACC Network. Wichita State and Oklahoma, ESPN2. That should be a good game. Murray State and Evansville. Then Milwaukee takes on Loyola Chicago. Those 2 games on ESPN3. And then at 4:30, it's going to be Cincinnati taking on Butler on FS1. And then we have 3 games for 5 o'clock. On ESPN3, it's going to be Maryland, Eastern Shore, Central Florida. Also Morehead State and Lipscomb. On the CBS Sports Network, it's Oklahoma State and Tulsa. Now 5:15, it's going to be Duke and UNLV. That's going to be on ESPN. 2 games for 5:30. North Florida and Arkansas on the SEC Network. Utah takes on Xavier. That game is on Fox. 6 o'clock, 2 games. Long Beach State and Texas on ESPN2. Connecticut and Ohio State on the Big Ten Network. All right, let's see what else we have for today. All right, let's see. Here we go. Here it is. I think that's it. Hold on, let me double check here. Yeah, that's it for today. Now for Sunday, let's see if we got Sunday schedule here. Yeah, no, okay, we'll be, let's see, Sunday, Saturday. Oh, we lost the Sunday schedule. Oh, here it is. Ooh, one of those days. Here's the Sunday schedule. I hear almost some Saturday games. This is the page I was looking for. Alright, unorganized today. Here we go. 7 o'clock tonight. Rutgers, Stony Brook, ESPN 3, Arizona State, San Diego State, CBS Sports Network, South Alabama and Stetson, ESPN 3, Miles and Samford, ESPN 3, Army and Monmouth, ESPN 3. 8 o'clock. 5 games at 8 o'clock. We're gonna it's South Carolina State taking on Texas A&M. That's going to be on the SEC Network. Washington State and Kansas State, ESPN 3, Michigan and UCLA on ESPN 2, North Dakota and Northern Iowa, ESPN 3, and then also ESPN 3, Valparaiso and Missouri State. And those are the 8 o'clock games. At 9 o'clock, Chicago State takes on Bradley, ESPN 3. 9:30, New Mexico State, ESPN 3. And then finally, we have 10 o'clock, Colorado taking on BYU on ESPN 2. Then UC Davis takes on California at 10:30. And that is on the Pac-12 network. And those are the Saturday games. The rundown for Sunday, Ole Miss taking on Virginia Tech, St. John's and LIU Brooklyn, Siena Heights and Eastern Michigan, Hofstra and Kentucky. That should be interesting. Florida and Florida State. Western Kentucky and Indiana State. Tennessee takes on North Carolina. Alabama and Oregon. Savannah State and Oregon State. New Orleans and Northwestern. Nevada takes on Washington. Florida International, Florida Gulf Coast, Pepperdine, and USC. And that is the lineup for Sunday. All right, good stuff. All right, so here's what we're going to do. For those college sports check football, we got the list of all the bowl games. So we're going to do that next, and then we'll do it again at 7:05 because we did advertise both times for today, so we're going to do that in about a couple minutes. But don't forget the Army-Navy game today at 3 o'clock, and that is going to be on CBS. Thank you for tuning in. This is Manny A. Spreaker.com, #sports, and this is College Sport Check Basketball. We also do College Sport Check Football. Community Radio, LI.com. Click on the College Sport Check button.